Right now, the UW system says it's ending its mask mandate next month. More on that timeline and what UW-Madison is saying about the change.
Also, an initial court appearance for a man shot by authorities during an attempted arrest is being postponed, why the district attorney's office asked for the delay.
And Wisconsin's top elections officials respond to unfounded claims about Wisconsin's 2020 election. You're watching News 3 now at 6. We begin tonight with breaking news just into the newsroom. You are taking a live look. This is a large police presence in central Sauk County between Prairie du Sac and Baraboo, just across from the former Badger ammunition plant. Bluffview Estates is being blocked off there. Authorities have not indicated why they are there just yet. We will bring you more information as it becomes available.
Mandatory mask requirements at the UW system will be gone by spring break. System President Tommy Thompson will work with chancellors with the goal of removing on-campus mask mandates as soon as March 1st. Every UW system school has some form of mask mandate in place. However, those mandates differ from campus to campus. UW-Madison says masks will not be required on campus starting March 12th. Those who still want to wear a mask are encouraged to do so. Meanwhile, school districts across Dane County are reviewing their next steps after Public Health Madison-Dane County announced Monday it will allow the county's mask mandate to expire on March 1st. News 3 Now has reached out to numerous districts about their plans. Today, Middleton Cross Plains says masks will be strongly recommended and encouraged, but not required at all schools starting March 1st. Masks will still be required on district buses until March the 18th. You can find other districts' responses on channel3000.com.
And a new Republican bill authored by Assembly Speaker Robin Vos would allow parents to opt their children out of a school district's mask mandate. Schools would be able to still have their own mask mandates. The bill would also force schools to offer in-person classes regardless of how COVID-19 is spreading in the community. Vos says it's time to give parents more control over their child's learning environment.
At the end of the day, those parents who want their children to wear a mask should have the option to do so, even if we disagree with that decision. And the parents who do not want their children to be masked up should have the right to do that, even if we don't agree with that decision. This bill empowers parents to have a say in their children's health, their education, and their treatment in school.
A similar bill recently passed in the state of Virginia. Summerfest organizers say they do not intend to implement a mask requirement this year. Last year, you had to show a vaccine card to get into Summerfest grounds. But this year, organizers say you won't need proof of vaccination or a negative test. The festival is scheduled for June 23rd to 25th, June 30th to July 2nd, and July 7th to the 9th.
The White House says more than 50 million American households have received their free COVID-19 tests from the federal government. But government officials face a more complicated picture when it comes to guidance on indoor mask use right now. Top officials addressed the topic today. Karen Kafa has the latest.
As governors across the country from both parties ease mask mandates, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said new federal guidance could be coming soon.
If and when we update our guidance, we will communicate that clearly, and it will be based on the data and the science.
Despite the drop in the number of COVID-19 cases nationwide, CDC Director Rochelle Walensky said federal decisions will put another metric in focus.
We must consider hospital capacity as an additional important barometer. Our hospitals need to be able to take care of people with heart attacks and strokes. Our emergency departments can't be so overwhelmed that patients with emergent issues have to wait in line.
Masks in schools for kids is another area where federal officials are cautiously watching the data.
I know that they are very carefully reviewing the information. I think CDC's job is to make sure that schools are safe and that kids can be in school around the country.
Public health experts say optimistic trends aren't a reason to let up yet.
The game clock is still ticking. We can't afford to pause, and we can't afford to stop playing while the movement is still in motion.
An ensemble forecast from the CDC published on Wednesday predicts a decline in COVID-19 related deaths over the next 4 weeks for the first time since late December.
While vaccine hesitancy still remains high in the U.S., new data is showing it's dropping faster for some people. A study from Ohio State says while black Americans were initially more hesitant than white Americans to get vaccinated, hesitance has dropped faster among black people. The study's lead author notes that initial vaccine hesitancy among black Americans may have been due in part to historical mistrust of the medical community.
We noticed is that they're more likely to come to believe over time that the vaccine is necessary to protect themselves and their communities. And that could be an explanation for why overall Black Americans are becoming more willing to use the vaccine.
She says the focus should now be on access to vaccines since fewer Black people are vaccinated than other racial groups.
UW Health is raising its minimum wage. Starting in May, the healthcare provider's lowest pay rate will go up from $15 an hour to $17 an hour. The change affects over 20% of hospital staff. Leaders hope the move will serve as an incentive for more people to work at the hospital. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
Earlier this afternoon, we needed the umbrella out here on the patio, but now things dry, even though our radar does have a few light showers still lingering in southern Wisconsin. This is a loop over the last 3 hours, so you can see northern Illinois really picking up some more rain building in that stretches all the way down into Missouri. Seeing some lightning with that as well. For us, just some light showers now, mainly to the southeast corner of the state. Right now, it's also still just rain because where that's falling, temperatures are still in the 40s. Today, we had high temperatures in the mid-40s in Madison. We're already down to the upper 30s. And as we look off to the west, notice La Crosse, Viroqua, already close to freezing. That's what will be building in for us overnight. Temperatures will drop down to the upper teens for our overnight lows. So we're right back to a cold pattern for Thursday. Temps will stay fairly close to 20 degrees throughout the day. A little breezy outside, about 15 to 25 miles per hour. There's a small chance for certain flurries southeast of Dane County, though I think most of the area is going to stay dry. In fact, for most of the 10-day, we're going to see a dry pattern. But we'll take a closer look at what's ahead through the weekend in just a few minutes.
The Wisconsin Department of Corrections is providing more information leading up to the arrest of Quadron Wilson. A February 3rd apprehension request issued for Wilson due to an unspecified parole violation. The document urged law enforcement officials to exercise caution arresting Wilson, saying he has a history related to firearms. It also references 2 previous convictions from cases filed in 2017. Wilson was released from custody in January 2020. Earlier today, an initial court appearance for Wilson was postponed until Friday. Wilson was expected to appear in court today for a new drug charge. It was delayed due to new reports coming in to the DA's office. So far, no new charges have been filed against Wilson, according to online court records.
Beloit police are looking for a 19-year-old suspect involved in a deadly shooting at a high school there. Earlier today, they issued a warrant for Amari Goodall of Madison. He's being charged with first-degree reckless homicide. Police say Goodall allegedly shot 19-year-old Gian Broomfield on January 29th in a high school parking lot after a basketball game. Broomfield later died from his injuries. Anyone with information regarding Goodall's whereabouts is urged to call police. Beloit police also identifying a man they say shot and injured another man on February 10th. Police say Marcus Crenshaw, Beloit, was involved in a shooting in the 500 block of 8th Street. The victim showed up at a hospital for treatment. Police are still looking for Crenshaw in order to arrest him. He faces charges of attempted first-degree intentional homicide, being a felon in possession of a firearm, and bail jumping. Anyone who knows where he might be is asked to contact police. A 17-year-old girl who went missing from her home in the town of York back in December is now safe at home. Dane County Sheriff's officials say Jaylene Avendano Perez was last seen on the evening of December 29th. Today, officials said she was found outside Chicago in Des Plaines, Illinois. She was brought home safely to her family. They did not say why she was in Des Plaines. It's been exactly 1 week since a convicted felon testified to the Assembly Elections Committee about supposedly tens of thousands of fake voters and illegal ballots in Wisconsin.
Well, today, the Wisconsin Elections Commission systematically knocked down claim after claim with actual evidence. Naomi Cole shows us what some of that is. Naomi?
It's a classic case of something sounding true or looking suspicious until you get the whole story. For example, one person with the name Ambrose Adventure, with 30 seconds of searching on the Public Court Records website, shows a man did in fact change his name to that 2 years ago. Or casting suspicion on hundreds of voters using the same address. Now with minimal digging, you learn it's one of the largest campus housing complexes in Madison.
Again, unfortunately, there are people who instead choose to draw their own conclusions and choose not to ask a single elections official.
We need to get more good information out to people so that they know how to make informed conclusions about our election process.
As the 2020 election seems to never come to an end in Wisconsin, it's this kind of constant misinformation that election officials continue to combat. Just today, more division within the Republican Party as the chair of this election committee blasted Assembly Speaker Robin Vos for not sending election bills to her elections committee. That's after she headlined a rally trying to overturn the election yesterday. So Vos sent new election bills instead for consideration to a non-elections committee.
The Wisconsin Elections Commission is retracting its guidance allowing for multiple absentee ballot boxes and people other than the voter to return absentee ballots. Last week, the state Supreme Court ruled that current guidance could remain in place only through Tuesday's primary, rejecting a request to keep it in place through the April 5th general election. The commission will now send all of the state's election clerks a letter explaining that the ballot drop boxes can no longer be placed outside of a clerk's office. Coming up, SSM Health opening a brand new facility in Madison today.
Plus, Governor Evers signs an executive order calling for a special legislative session, what he wants them to consider.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 now at 6.
At Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour President's Day blowout sale. Save big on top brands. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Our design consultants make it fun and easy with dozens of colors and wood finishes, plus custom upgrades like soft close doors and drawers and new countertops. Transform your kitchen in as little as 2 days. 50 homeowners who call now will receive special savings. Free installation on your cabinet refacing project. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify. Dial 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Govan Cars is having a huge winter sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right, don't miss out on our winter sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, or vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Govan. Go to Govan Cars, east or west.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online. And interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
Governor Evers is calling for a special legislative session to consider using the state's projected budget surplus to give $150 refunds to every Wisconsin resident. Today, he signs an executive order for it. In addition to considering the checks, it also calls on the legislature to invest nearly $611 million in K-12 education, provide more funding for the UW system, and create a family caregiver tax credit. Republican leaders say they'd rather use the money to give Wisconsinites a tax cut in 2023.
SSM Health celebrating the opening of a new facility on South Fish Hatchery Road. Project partners and community leaders held a ribbon-cutting ceremony today for the South Madison Campus Clinic. The 180,000 square foot clinic opens for patient care next Monday. It'll be home to more than 100 providers and a wide range of primary and specialty care services.
The Parkinson's Half Marathon and 5K is returning for its 10th year and will be in person. The races will take place on April 9th, starting at the Glacial Drumlin State Trailhead in Cottage Grove. There will be free food and drinks for participants, music, and awards. You can also sign up for a 1K walk or a kids run. Money raised goes to fighting Parkinson's disease, and to sign up, just visit parkinsonshalfmarathon.com. Organizers are also asking for volunteers and sponsors. The deadline to register is March 10th.
And still ahead, Wisconsin firefighters are using new technology to train for real-life situations.
Plus, a Madison man living in Minnesota is turning heads thanks to his ice garden. What he hopes to to accomplish with it and how the frozen sculptures were made.
Plus, temperatures will be dropping back down below freezing again. Dana will have your complete forecast after a short break.
Improve the value of your home with a kitchen upgrade from Mad City Kitchens. With custom cabinet refacing, we can avoid a lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen and style in as little as 2 days. Now, 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade will save with free installation on a cabinet refacing project. 18 months, no interest and no payments, and you'll be compensated for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate.
It's Steinhoffel's biggest President's Day sale ever. Save 35 to 55% off throughout the entire store. Plus, get great bonus buys like this 5-piece dining set, only $2.99. A rocker recliner, also $2.99. Your choice Beauty Rest full or queen mattress, just $3.99. Or this Chase sofa, now $8.49. A queen storage bed, only $16.89. All this and so much more. It's Steinhoffel's biggest President's Day sale ever. Relax, it's Steinhoffel's.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's best prices on top brands like GE and its family of premium appliance brands. Get their brand new 5.0 cubic foot top load profile washer with innovative antimicrobial technology for just $6.98. Or upgrade to GE's premium cafe line for precision performance, unique customizable designs, and up to $2,000 back on qualifying packages. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Virtual reality is helping Wisconsin firefighters get the training they need, and while it cannot exactly replace the real deal, it is providing some great opportunities. North Central Technical College put on the training for firefighters and students in Merrill this week. It's meant to have a similar feel to reality, but without the pressure. A firefighter goes through the simulation, and when they finish, they can go back and get some feedback.
You don't want to do this type of training out in the field as first responders are trying to make the scene safe and then trying to train others.
The green line shows what they did right, the yellow shows what they did okay, and the red line, those are things they missed completely. It also teaches what protective equipment you need for each situation.
And from hot to cold, a Madison native now living in Minneapolis is creating works of art in his yard that are turning heads and warming hearts. Kirsten Mitchell shows us the work behind an ice garden that just keeps growing.
It took about 12 days to put up. I think there's around 30 pieces.
Whoever says gardening isn't for the winter,
You have to have flowers.
hasn't met Andrew Bentley.
I started with just a couple small ones.
His green thumb may be hidden inside of his warm mitt.
And it just unlocked some creative energy in me and outburst this ice garden.
But his love for winter is sprouting from the frozen ground.
Been doing ceramics for about 25 years, so I love sculpting and making large pieces. And when I first started working with this medium of ice, I was just like astounded. It's so dynamic.
He hoped the project would get his kids outside in the winter.
Hi, birdie.
But they weren't as fond of the cold.
Okay. Most people look at the weather and they look at the temperatures, those frigid days, they're kind of dreading. Those are my favorite days to do this.
You say that with a tear going down your
That's right.
face.
It's still a little cold.
So he started experimenting.
It just froze immediately. So I thought, all right, that's where the bench is going.
Using balloons and various containers to freeze shapes.
But please don't sit on it.
including a Valentine for his wife.
She is such a beautiful person.
Though it wasn't much of a surprise.
She saw me making it out the back window.
Andrew is the true artist in our family, and the rest of us get to enjoy it.
Now we'll have a year-round garden. We'll just spray the back here.
Warming hearts.
And there you have it.
During our coldest days.
And we'll call this the Kirsten flower.
Bentley says he will continue tending to his garden until Mother Nature has a change of plans. So just to know, his father, Michael, lives here. Outstanding person. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree there. And to find out what those plans could be, let's go back to Dana for your complete forecast.
Right now, the rain not cooperating with any ice sculptures that we have. It's eating away at that snow on the ground, and the mild temperatures today also taking away a little bit of that snowpack. Right now, we still have some light showers in the southeast corner of the state. Much of the steadier rainfall, though, is staying well to the south in northern Illinois. We have snow well off to the west, but that's also just staying out of our forecast right now. Even as temperatures drop, it doesn't look like we have many opportunities to see accumulating snowfall, not just from this event, but for a few other ones in the 10-day. Temperatures will drop tonight and through the day on Thursday. Will be close to 20 degrees for afternoon highs, so it'll stay pretty cool throughout the day. Mostly rain coming through for us tonight, possibly a little mixed precipitation early tomorrow morning, possibly a few isolated flurries, but again, really leaning more on the rain side of things from the last few hours. And as far as any more opportunities for snow, a few more chances for some flurries late Friday, maybe early next week, but it doesn't look like a lot of accumulation building into southern Wisconsin. Here's that small chance for some light snow again southeast of Dane County overnight into early Thursday morning. Otherwise, temperatures will drop to the upper teens for overnight lows early Thursday. Afternoon temperatures staying pretty close to 20, so it's going to be quite a bit cooler outside for Thursday. Friday, we'll start the day off with overnight lows near zero with wind chills below zero. So cold for Friday morning, high temperatures in the afternoon climbing up close to freezing. We have a quick opportunity to see some light flurries pass through Friday night. Otherwise, the weekend should stay pretty dry for Saturday and Sunday, with temperatures dropping for us Saturday morning down to the single digits yet again, and then climbing back up into the 20s for afternoon highs. Snowfall totals from that quick chance Friday night landing under an inch, so trace amounts expected. It shouldn't be much of an event for us by early Saturday morning. Could be a nice little light snow addition for us, though, to start off the weekend. 20 the high for tomorrow. Breezy and colder outside. Colder temperatures will build in as we look ahead to the end of the month. This really settles into the start of March, and that lines up with what we're expecting for the back half of next week. Friday, we see highs close to freezing. Temperatures drop down again for Saturday morning into the single digits. Saturday, we'll see highs in the 20s. For Sunday, back to the 40s, so another mild jump up for the second half of the weekend. This is in front of our next system that could bring some light snow with it, but it's really trending more towards a wintry mix or some light rain. We'll keep an eye on that one through the weekend. Otherwise, the back half of next week gets colder. High temperatures in the mid to upper 20s and a generally dry stretch. Only the possibility to see some flurries late Thursday. Otherwise, we're seeing a pretty mild stretch overall for the next few days before we get to that colder stretch next weekend.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers will be on the big stage tonight in the Olympics. The advice their former head coach has as they skate for gold is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour President's Day blowout sale. Save big on top brands. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
If you're ready for a kitchen upgrade, then call Mad City Kitchens. Chances are your cabinet frames are still in great shape, so don't replace, reface. Update your existing cabinets with new door and drawer fronts. Choose the perfect color for your kitchen, from candlelight to cascade white or chocolate pear. Add new countertops, soft close doors and drawers, and a Lazy Susan, installed in as little as 2 days, backed with a lifetime warranty. We're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. 50 homeowners will receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project. 18 months, no interest and no payments. Plus senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout south central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify. Dial 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 54th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 19th and 20th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 90,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with almost 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family. Saturday and Sunday, February 19th and 20th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
Her love for sled dog racing led her from Alaska's Iditarod to a successful children's book series.
The sled dogs really teach us about life.
Her next chapter, straight out of the movies. Charlotte Deleste visits the Musher Mama, Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online. And interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
Is it safe to drop your mask when Dane County's mandate ends? Our health expert weighs in. And we've got hairspray tickets for our question of the day winner.
Plus another storm missing to the south, but we're still tracking who sees what tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Tonight, the United States and Canada will play each other for a gold medal in women's hockey. And the world stage will be filled with former Badgers. And there's one man who will be beaming with pride, Mark Johnson. As their former head coach, he knows what it took for them to get to this point, and he's been in their shoes. Remember, Coach Johnson won a gold medal in the 1980 Winter Games, and he has some last-minute advice for his Badgers.
Just a matter of controlling your emotions and, being in the present. And I've always talked about the biggest games is your ability to eliminate the outside distractions. Don't let anything get into your head and try to play free. And so if I'm able to do that and I go on the ice not worrying about winning or losing and just playing my best game, generally end up playing your best game.
The current Badgers also plan on watching tonight's game, and for them, seeing so many former Badgers shine on the biggest stage is just a friendly little reminder that they're playing not only at one of the best programs in women's college hockey, but in the world.
Growing up, dreaming of going to the Olympics and things like that, it's awesome to think how many Badgers are there and how much, Coach Johnson and all the staff and people here do for this program to get people to the next level.
It's great to see so many Badgers in the Olympics because it just symbolizes how great this program is and how it really just fosters great players.
Johnny Davis has owned teams from the state of Indiana this season. In Wisconsin's Big Ten opener against the Hoosiers, he hit the go-ahead 3 and finished with 23 points. Then on January 4th, he dropped 37 on the Boilermakers in Mackey Arena. And last night, Davis scored 30 points, including UW's final 13 and the go-ahead 3-point play. 3 games, 90 points, and 3 wins against the state of Indiana. And with the NFL season officially over, the odds have already been released on who will win next year's Super Bowl. Caesars Sportsbook has pegged the Chiefs as the favorites to win the Lombardi Trophy at 7-1 odds. The Packers currently sit at 15-1, but that could change depending on if Aaron Rodgers is playing in Green Bay next season. Dana?
We can start our newsroom poll right now on that, guys. It's going to be a little cloudy tomorrow. Some light flurries early in the day. Otherwise, temperatures colder. We'll see highs close to 20 and staying near 20 degrees throughout the afternoon. Friday, sunshine in the low 30s. Saturday, sunshine in the upper 20s. Sunday, we're back to the 40s. So mild for the second half of the weekend. This is in front of our next system that brings in some light rain and snow chances. A little mixed precipitation for the start of next week.
All right, Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.